Welcome back to Small Town Garage, and today we're getting started on this. That's right, my Torino. That's right, my Torino. We're going to get started chopping this thing up today and get it ready for the Torino to drop down on top of it. Check it out. All right, so while this thing gets the tires aired up, I guess I'll explain to you what it is. It's a 2000 Mercury Marquise. Door's locked. It's got a 4.6 V6 in it, or V8, automatic. You know, nothing fancy. Basically the most comfortable seats ever made. She's got about 200,000 miles on her. Yeah, 203. Which, early 2000s, late 90s Ford engineering. You know this thing will run forever. Except for right now. Which is funny, because my dad just moved this thing earlier. I'll have to investigate that. All this gonna go... I'm probably going to have to relocate this, because the way I've seen it done, the Torino door lines up right here, and I'd rather cut my dash than the doors out of the Torino. That's how a buddy of mine in Texas did his. Let's figure out why this thing won't start. All right. My dad moved it earlier, and he told me that he had to jump start it, so I'm going to go ahead and guess that's the culprit. Got the jumper cables hooked up to the trusty old 5.4 over there. Now let's hop in this turd. Right up. You can hear real good right now that somebody stole the cats. Let's get her pulled around. Start hacking away at this beast. Okay, Mercury made it around the block to the shop. Kind of proud of it. I'm going to get started with doing the simple stuff that unbolts, you know, doors, trunk, hood, fenders, all that jazz. Then we get to the fun stuff. Cue the time lapse. Golly, guys, it's raining dogs and cats out there. And apparently hammers. So I've decided that before we cut all of it off, let's have a little fun with it first. I'm going to cut that D-pillar off there and then the rest of the roof and just have a little roadster for a second. Because why not? Metal shades right now. Oh, wow. universal. I'd like to be able to use it on something. Don't know what, but we'll find out. Basically custom, basically factory. I can't believe I just did a good job on that. No, I've not taken the doors off on the side yet. I haven't been bothered to. It's not fun. Yep, that's hilarious. Oh, with the doors on it just looks hilarious. Moonroof cut. Let me just go ahead and convertible. Well, we got it stripped down on the driver's side at least. So got the quarter and the rocker on that side, but Eli wants to see if this thing's more fun. Oh. Still runs. No. Might need a ground or two that are missing here.
Oh no. Check engine lights on.
Oh, you didn't shut the traction control off in the glove box.
Really?
Yeah, I pushed the button. Now give her a whirl.
Really?
Yeah, put it all the way down first. Oh, it's starting. This thing's just a dog.
Was it even spinning anything?
I wasn't happy to be right there when you decided to let.
Wrong gear.
Well, that side does it.
It does reversible now.
We may have to find a way to add power to this. God, she's a dog.
He's a snaily boy right in that area.
Good old Wu-Tang war whistle right about there.
Oh look, and look.
It's still got a security system, guys. You can't let anyone break into your go-kart.
That's being generous.
Oh, man. Well, we're going to finish chopping it out over here, and then we'll see what happens. Well, guys, we took a 2000 Mercury Grand Marquis and turned it into a go-kart. Now, I didn't get all the cutting I wanted to get done this weekend done, like this rocker, but I figured, whenever we get the Torino in here, yes, I'm not building it at my house anymore. We just have too much equipment here that's going to make it so much better on me. But we're going to bring the Torino here, get it cut out, then we'll cut all this out. I think I still got to take some out of the trunk. I know I have to take some out of the front and the back. But for now, we got ourselves a go-kart. I don't care who you are. Something like this is just hilarious. You want to have the most fun possible? Find the cheapest car you can buy and grab a Sawzall. Go to town. It's great. There wasn't 1 minute of this where me or Eli weren't dying, just having a blast cutting this thing up. And if you noticed, security system still works. I've got a few grounds. I got to figure out where they're going. but it runs, it moves, it stops. That's more than my Torino does right now. This is just going to be a blast. You know, we got to see if it still works. People driving by are giving the best looks at this car. This is just too funny. Some glass specks. Why am I using the turn signal? I didn't put bulbs back in it. Oops. Camera moved. My tripod kind of sucks. Oh, man. Again, with the turn signals. Don't know why. No one can see them. Well, actually, no, the bulbs are hooked up in the front. Semi-legal here. Oh, man. There will come a payday. Hallelujah, what a payday. People are loving it. There will come a payday one day. Oh, goddamn. I keep forgetting it's got traction control. Oh, there we go. That was just loose. Fixed it. Traction control's off. This is too great. Well, guys, it's been about 3 weeks since I recorded last. You know how it is. You get life projects in the way, and they get in the way of your actual projects. But now this is back in here. Well, actually, no. This is the first time this car has been in here. Just got it moved in here today. I know I said I was wanting to build it at the house, but I thought about how hard it was going to be to move that to there and all the other stuff I need. That's all here. And I said, nah. I'll just do it here. So I need to get some stuff like this valance unbolted yet, get the dash out of there. Other than that, we're about to get chopping. So a little update. Really, since I'm the only one here, I'm having a hard time like recording as I'm trying to work the whole time. Real trooper there. If you ever use one of these, that's an air hammer. It's really good for taking out spot welded pieces. But whole back of the car is free now. I'm sure there's still a bunch I got to cut out of it. I actually have a friend of mine from Texas that did this exact same swap with a coupe. Now, I'm not going to do mine the exact same way he did, but the way he did it was, he told me, he cut it right on here. I don't really want to do that, but if I have to, I don't know, we'll have to see once we get the Mercury under it. This dash's got to come out yet. I've been really procrastinating about that. I really want to make Eli do it. Just because it'd be funny. Oh, by the way, I got bored. There's the original green of this car. I took a scraper and just scraped off the red wool pad on the buffer And it made this thing actually clean up pretty decent. Am I gonna do it to the whole car? Haven't made my mind up yet because that took about an hour to 2. I don't know, that was this morning. But yeah, that's where we're at on the Torino. And I was a little worried about how the bumper was gonna mount, and then I realized, oh, it just mounts to the body. So I just gotta keep that. I gotta tell you what though, it was quite the sensation whenever got that last cut in about here, and the back end just went. Got camper jacks in the front because they're easy to adjust at certain heights. Now I'm gonna have to take this A-frame and I'm gonna put a 6x6 block straight through the window opening, and that's what's gonna lift the body up. It's the same thing I've done with trucks. It works pretty good. And the rockers are gonna hold the car together, the door is gonna hold the car together. And I'm really not cutting out that much cross bracing for the actual body. See, like that brace there staying. It's gonna have the whole, this windshield is gonna be a trooper, but no, I'm keeping it from like here up. Don't know if I'm gonna get rid of all this yet. I'll have to go back and look at the pictures my buddy sent me, but yeah, productive Sunday. So another day later, got the wood block in here, got the dash all ripped out, steering column all disconnected. Should be ready to hit the switch and the body go up. And I end up using our shop crane. We use it to put on a Steelcraft bumper. I've used it to take up truck beds, pull engines. It should be able to handle not even a half a car. If not, I'll dig that thing out. And Dad came up with the idea of sticking a piece of pipe through here and just hooking onto it. We'll see if I need to do that. But for now, we're gonna see how this goes. Pray for me. So I forgot to press record. But now I ended up taking this thing up here just to hold the radiator support out of the way. Big boy here. With manual come along to lift up the cab. Well, I guess the block. And then the cherry picker in the back. That was more there just to keep everything level. But it's free. There's still all sorts of cutting I got to do in here, but we're close. Well, I think that's going to call it for tonight. It's 8 o'clock at night on a Tuesday. I went ahead and backed the Mercury underneath it just to make my heart happy. But all it showed me was how much more cutting I gotta do. Whew. Basically, I gotta cut about 3.5 inches out of the rocker on each side. I need to cut it here, pretty much here down. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Probably just gonna cut some more out of this, to be honest with you. It's kind of junk, so it won't really hurt my feelings. Actually put my tape measure up on this build for the first time today. I just knew the wheelbases were close. Oh, and it will still pull posies. So that's good. Okay, so it's the next day. Got the wheel wells cut out of this. I still procrastinating cutting off this rocker here. Oh boy. But after talking to my buddy from Texas, realized something I really didn't want to do. I had to cut off the inner rockers here. I still got to cut this out, all this out. I really wanted to keep this for wipers, but it's just not going to fit. Yeah, all this. Yeah, I was pretty lazy. I just said screw it and cut the e-brake cable yesterday. But to think this car was still sitting on its own weight yesterday is kind of hilarious to me. It's so far gone now. Oh boy. But yeah, this took me about 3 hours to cut all this, cut that up. Granted, I've been procrastinating. I took a dinner break. But it's about 8:30 at night right now. I got work in the morning. So I'm probably going to call it for a night here. Tomorrow, I'll get started cutting this out, even though I'm really skeptical about it. But if it ain't going to fit, it's just not going to fit. This I'm not that worried about. Won't be that bad. As long as I still have glass at the end. That's the glass I'm more concerned about. Really glad I'm not doing more cutting back there. But yeah. See you all tomorrow. So day whatever it is. Oh man, cut out what was left of the structure in the Torino. Inner rockers are gone. Cowl panel, like everything in here is gone. But as you may have noticed, it's slowly making its way down. I'm really gonna need an extra hand here for the next couple steps. I gotta pull the rockers out as it goes down. I got a lot more cutting to do back here, widthwise and lengthwise, but it's starting to come together. Oh, I'm excited. I love how the bumper's just sitting on the trunk floor. Oh, man. Have time to go grab the fenders and set them on there, even though they're going to be so jacked from this thing being all bent up. But she's going. Not much farther now. Check in tomorrow. Well, guys, there she is. Is it done? No. There is not a single tack weld holding it on yet. And I actually got to drive it around the block. And you couldn't chisel the smile off of my face, finally getting to drive my Torino. But now it's giving me a problem with security, I think. That or the inertia switch. I tried bypassing it and nothing. I just threw the fenders on there. I literally just got screwdrivers holding them in on both sides. Just for the look, but it could go down a few inches yet, or I could just cut off the rocker. I ain't made my mind up yet, but body's on. I need to shift it forward a little bit. I'm not happy with how that is, but finally being able to see it like this, and I actually got to drive my dream car. And some people might hate the dash and the seats. Seats I'm going to change. I hate these. They're power, and the controller for it was on the door. So, yeah. But I can live with the dash, mostly because cold air comes out of these. I did try it. AC works, and it blows out the vents. So, that all staying. Something's up with the rear end on it, because it's really sway. I noticed that with the Mercury body on it, too. But, problem for another day. I think that's going to wrap it up for this video because, God, I'm tired. Eli's actually on his way back here right now. He had to help pull it from the parking lot over across the street over to here. But, yeah. My dream car coming true. See you guys next time on Small Town Garage. Peace.